Do not sacrifice good reps for weight. This is the blind leading the blind. This is not good. These guys need coaches. And now their shirts are off for some reason. Let's go back and see if Isaiah Miranda gave him tips. Now remember, when we're trying to build muscle, the only way you really can build muscle is to put your muscles in an environment to grow muscle, right? It's basically time and attention, metabolic stress, 30 to 45 second sets, blah, blah, blah. We've already went over these things enough times. So let's go back and see if Isaiah at least did anything with this set. Now I'm gonna time this set and I'm gonna see if it's at least 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds to see that at least. And then we'll go over some other tips on the seated cable row. All right, here we go. And we're starting our set here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 9. 9 reps. 9 reps. That set took 15 seconds. 9 reps in 15 seconds. If you did proper time and attention, say like a 3-second negative, 1 second positive. Say like a 3, pull, 1, 2, 3, stretch, 1, 2, 3. It should have been at least 30 seconds, like 27-ish seconds plus. Like it should be that long, okay? That was 9 reps in 15 seconds. Do you think you're going to build muscle doing sets like that? Isaiah gave no tips. He said pinch shoulder blades together. That's a very basic cue. The reason why I don't tell people to pinch the shoulder blades together is because most people only know how to do that by doing this. They'll shrug. They won't pull back. It's not pull your shoulder blades together. The cue is to make sure you're pulling your elbow down and then pulling back and keeping your chest up. Your shoulder blades will come together, but that being your main cue to get him to actually have full range of motion and to contract is a terrible cue. And it's only one cue. Another cue is his wrists keep doing this. Pull with your elbows. Think elbows are pulling, not your wrists, not your hands. If you yank with your hands, you end up doing this kind of shit. Now, knees, way too high. They're too high. Up, push down, push hips back. The seated cable row is similar to a bent over barbell row. It's the same exercise. Only difference is one you're facing the ground vertically and the other one you're seated up horizontally. If you think about it, look at it, it's the exact same exercise. So you should be activating through your hips, pushing back into your hips, engage your core, and then pull with your elbows. We don't have that here. We have 2 fanboys working out, freaking high-fiving each other. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, we'll do bent over barbell rows. Now, for me, bent over barbell rows, I'm not a big fan of time under tension that way. I'm a bigger fan of making sure you got a nice stretch and a great contraction at the top, nice squeeze at the top. Being in that position and having like a 3 or 4 second negative is just too much on your lower back. Like, I don't care how strong you are, that's not an exercise that you wanna do where you're sitting and doing this, 1001, 1002, 1003, pull. Because eventually your lower back's gonna feel it. Doesn't matter how engaged you are in your core and your glutes and your hams and all those things, right? You wanna give yourself a little bit of a break on your lower back. So I always say when you're doing any kind of compound lifts like that we just wanna really emphasize the stretch and emphasize that full contraction and control the weight down. Not pull and let it drop, but at least make sure that your chest is almost parallel to the floor, engaging your core, hips are back, pushing through your legs, and then whether you're supinated or pronated, you have a straight elbow pulling it into your stomach. Now, let's watch the set. So right away, we have a lot of hip swinging. You could tell the bar's not coming up enough just because right from the back, you can see how much activation we're gonna get. Now, he looks like he dumped the load off a little bit and we get a little more, which is fine. I like this form actually when he dumped the weight off. No, it was good. I actually like the fact that he was mindful enough to take the weight down a bit so he can get a lot better, range of motion activation here. And I like that. Now, I would rather him not doing too much of this up and down stuff, especially at the beginning. It's okay to do good cheat reps at the end, but not at the very start, Using your hips as for momentum isn't a bad thing when you're controlling your hips. If you're using it just to help get the weight up, and you're swinging it, that's not good. All right, let's watch his buddy do these. Let's watch Bryce Hall. So Bryce Hall is basically, again, we're looking at this. The guy's standing up. He's almost vertical. Where's the range of motion at? Where is the time? There is no range of motion. It's standing up. So guys, again, if you're gonna go to the gym with a partner, make sure your partner's holding you accountable, not just being your fanboy. And if you say you're a coach, if you say you're a program or whatever it is, and you bring your buddy to the gym, then coach your buddy, help your buddy. Don't be a fan. You're doing your buddy an injustice when you let him do the things wrong. But the thing is, they don't know any different. That's why they're continuing to do the same thing. Bryce Hall and Isaiah Miranda don't know what they're doing. They know how to move weight around like everybody else in the gym, but they don't know how to contract. They don't know actually how to take the weight, contract the muscle. The only thing you're doing in the gym is contracting muscle while adding a load. Anybody can go to the gym and lift weights. These guys are lifting weights. Now let's go to one of my favorite exercises, the dumbbell row. One of my absolute favorite. Let's watch. So right away, Bryce Hall's got round and back. They're both using a lot of momentum. They're both really just pulling, the shoulder popping up. Guys, I can't watch any more of this. I'm done. I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to, kind of showcase what I can do with coaching. And I'm not here to really shit on these kids, but you know what? No one's holding anybody accountable. You can do whatever you want to do, and the poor impressionable viewers are going to take information and then do things wrong. And then they're going to find out, they're gonna find me or Greg or wherever else, or they're gonna find a coach like myself who's a coach in a gym and go there and be like, man, I can't wait to get a coach because I've been doing these programs really good. I need someone to take me to the next level. And all of a sudden, the level that I gotta take him to is beginner, is level 1. These guys, kids, it's great that they want to be entrepreneurs and they want to make it, and it's great and all, awesome. But this backs up what I said, why I would not hire anyone 22 years or age or younger. Number one, if you did a certification, most certifications are not that hard to do or finish. And if you did a certification, you haven't been around long enough to actually apply what you've learned. And if you're 22 and you went to university, it's the same thing. You've been in university the whole time. If you did kinesiology, you had placements on, different teams at your universities, and that's probably it. But when it comes to actually training somebody in a gym to help them go from point A to point B, whether it's put on muscle, lose weight, or have a better nutrition, you have to have knowledge and able to apply that and done it long enough to be able to do it. Like I said, there's those one-offs out there. Like Tristan will be a one-off to me. Actually, when I won my pro card, I got to guest pose at the King Kong Classic, and I was the main appearance, the main attraction, whatever. And then Tristan was actually my opener. And he was freaking amazing. Like the kid at the time had about, I think it was like maybe 5,000 views and subs, whatever it was. And he was a lot smaller, but still see-through ripped. I just remember hearing the rumors at the time, like, yeah, man, this kid's really good. He's so awesome. He's inspiring. I saw the kid, I was like blown away. I'm like, this kid's awesome. This kid could pose and everything else. He was getting coached by one of the good, posing coaches, in Canada. I was inspired. And when I saw the kid train, I was like, this is the kind of kid I like. There's always gonna be a one-off. Tristan is a one-off. I've seen him. He comes from an athletic background where he is a high-level soccer player. Bodybuilder next. And he walks the walk and talks the talk. You can watch him train in his videos, see him train. Slow time and attention, concentration, training to the max. But these guys here are not the guys I would look for coaching or plans or whatever. Did I learn anything from here at all? If you're a coach and you have a YouTube channel and you do a video where you're training, I should be able to go on any part of that video and get a tip that actually will help me. How many times I get people randomly messaging me in DMs and say, hey man, I watched your last video on this and this and that, and it's been great. It's been this. I'm confident enough to know that I have enough knowledge out there and my videos are put together well enough for you guys to follow and actually make gains from it. Anyway, guys, that's all I want to say, guys. Be careful who you follow. Make sure you understand the difference between something that's entertaining and educational. Know when someone can actually put those two together. If you want a good example, I'm one of them. Greg's one of them, Place for Dates. There's a bunch of other guys out there that I know that have entertaining and educational stuff. And if you just want education, look for that. That's it. Guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share this. I'm gonna put out Tell It Like It Is transparent content all day, every day. Maybe not all day, every day, but most days. Either way, I'm gonna put that out. And for coaching guys, JohnnyShreve.com. Come get in the best shape of your life for the rest of your life. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at _JohnnyShreve_. And get 20% off at imutant.com by using my code Johnny20 for 20% off. Anyway, guys, like always, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.